Okay, so I've got 40 grams of oats. I've got, which is 1 healthy extra B. I've got old linseed with sesame, cranberry and blueberry, the Lidl's one, the cereal topping. That is 5 grams for 1.5 cents. So I've got one healthy extra B and 1.5 cents in here. Also with this, I've got my almond milk, and that is part of the healthy extra A. So I've cooked the porridge basically with the blueberries, so I've got some frozen blueberries in there. I've cooked that up, and then I've also added on top of that some banana and some more almond milk, just to make it a bit more sloppy. Right, I'm going to eat. Cooked breakfast. Got mushrooms. Got potatoes, sautéed potatoes, and on that sort of garlic granules and paprika and pepper and such. And then we've got tomatoes, cooked tomatoes, oregano and pepper on those. We've got a piece of bread under there somewhere, which is half healthy extra B. So I've had 1.5 healthy extra Bs. I was going to have some rye bread / toast on here, but I decided I would just have half a healthy extra instead of 2. But one day I might experiment with having that instead of the other bread. Baked beans, and I've also got half sin for the Linda McCartney original sausage. So today is 2 sins so far and 1.5 healthy extra Bs, and a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk, and also going to have some gherkins with it. Hiya, okay, so my partner's just reading the kids their stories and such while I just make our dinner for tomorrow, cannelloni and chilli for the week and such. I just popping on just to tell you that I've had some sins, but I can't remember exactly what they were. I've had all my healthy extras now because I had 8 almonds as well, so healthy extra Bs are done. I had healthy extra A obviously with the almond milk, but I also had, I made some pancakes, which were, my mum gave me this recipe file that you can sort of write recipes in. It's got meat and fish and such in, but I've just been using it for different things. But I just wrote my first one in there. Pancakes with 50 grams oats, and I used a hand blender to blend the oats so that it was more flour texture. 1 banana, and almond milk, and just a little bit in there, and some cinnamon, and I blended that up and made little pancakes. It's for the kiddies, and my partner. I wasn't intending on having any, but I just took and then once they're made, I sort of put peanut butter on one side and an apple, and then made like a little sandwich. I just had a little bite of one because I was trying to encourage my son to, no, it wasn't my son. I was trying to encourage my daughter to have a try because it was a new, different pancake recipe. I don't know how many sins is going to be in that small amount, but I'm going to guesstimate about 2 sins. So that will be about 4 sins with that. And we also made a milkshake with banana, almond milk and peanut butter, and I had a tiny sip of that. I don't know how many sins that is, but probably about 1 sin I'm going to estimate, just because it's not very much. So I'll say I've had 5 sins so far today. I'm now going to make they're going to make the cannelloni, and I'm going to use this again, the garlic and herb coconut based alternative to soft cheese. And I've sort of figured out that about 10 grams of this is 1.5 sins. So this container is 170 grams. So it would be basically 17 times 1.5, which is 17 plus 9, shall we say. 17 plus 9 is the same as about 27. So 26 divided by 3, because it would be 3 portions out. 26, it's about 8 sins, something like that. I'll do some proper maths on that. So it's about 8 or 9 sins each portion. is quite high, but not really, not in the grand scheme of things, not considering I don't really use my sins for other things. So I think, and it's very, very yummy, and it's well worth the sins for that. But I'll do some proper maths on that. But basically it's, and that allows me, just in case we eat some of this already on the Sunday. At the moment, I haven't eaten any of this. But if we basically eat some of it on the Sunday, I can then measure what's left and then just divide that by 3 instead of the full tub. I'm going to use the full tub this time, whereas last time was only half a tub. Right, I'm going to get cooking. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. So, so I've read the kids the stories. My daughter's not feeling overly well. Tooth hurts and she's got a sore throat. Given her some Calpol, and we'll see how she gets on. She's 10 now, so it's a bit easier to care for her because she tells me what she needs. But she might be uncomfortable in the night, so we'll just have to see how that goes. I've got the cannelloni sauce here, sat here, and I've got the chilli, so that's all sat there waiting. Now I've just cut the potatoes up just earlier. Now I'm quickly going to put them on with. I'm just going to fill the tubes, cannelloni tubes with these cannelloni tubes with this garlic and herb. Now I figured it out. There's 170 grams here, so 10 grams is 1.5 sins. So it means that for the 117, so for example it's 17 lots of 10 grams in here, and 17 times 1.5 is 25.5. So 25.5 sins for the whole pot. I think I figured that out right. Then that's divided by 3, which makes 8.5 sins. So this amount in the cannelloni divided by 3 will be 8.5 sins. So each portion will be 8.5. Now, my partner as well not eating this evening because he's already eaten. So I'm now faced with the fact that I will have some leftovers. And if I have my leftovers, I'll have 8.5 sins. I'm going to go over if I have 2 portions tomorrow. Because it will be 8.5 plus 8.5 is 17 sins. So I'm going to be left over with quite a high sin amount, which I'm going to have to do some leftovers. So I think I'm going to have to not sure what to do really, because if I leave some left over in the little container, it's not going to get used up. I could eat it tonight, but I would have to wait to be cooked before I eat, and I'm quite hungry now. I could do that, and then I've got some other leftovers in the fridge that I could use tomorrow instead. Split it out because I've only had 4 sins. I had 4. Yeah, I've had 4 sins today, I think. Oh, 5 sins. So I would have enough for it today. Yeah, I don't know what to do really about that. I would have to leave some in the tub. But basically then tomorrow, with 8.5 sins, I'll have that tomorrow. And I can also have my rye bread if I want to. Porridge. Rye bread will be 4.5 sins. So 8.5 plus 4.5 is 13 sins. So I can still do that tomorrow. But I can't do then another portion of cannelloni when I get back. So I think I'm going to have to do it that way around. It's about 8 o'clock now. I've still got to put the washing on anyway, so I'm still going to have to be up post. So I think that's what I'll do. Put the cannelloni on. It only takes about half an hour to cook, and then I shall have some of that for my evening meal. But in the meantime, I might need a couple of satsumas, perhaps a banana, because I'm pretty hungry right now. I think that would be a good idea, because otherwise I'll just end up with garlic and herb stuff. And I don't eat anything. I don't eat sandwiches or anything during the week. So it would just be sort of and it'd be better to be able to get a tub and use it all up, rather than having to worry about kind of how we're going to use it. Right, I'm going to do that then, and I will set that together. Pretty tired now. I did body combat earlier. It was good. It's very, very good, but it does make me pretty tired on a Monday. Very whacked out, but it's good because I used to be so scared of exercise being something that would just exhaust me, and then I'd feel very vulnerable. And then the more vulnerable I'd feel, the more nervous I'd feel, because I'd feel like, well, I can't get anything done, or, you know, what if something goes wrong and I'm absolutely exhausted? I'm very scared about that. But I feel it helps me understand that I can still do something, even though I'm exhausted. I can still do what I need to do. But yeah, I better put that off, prep that, and get that on the go. Okay, see you later, bye. Okay, so cannelloni's on, chips are on, they're all cooking in the oven, and I'm going to have probably have a couple of pears. I'm just going to put the washing machine on. See you in a bit. So I have boxed up the cannelloni for tomorrow. This was 8.5 sins. I've had 4 sins so far today. No, 5 sins so far today, I think. So I'm on 13.5. Yeah, I got right, 13.5 sins I think today. 2 healthy extra B's, and healthy extra A with my almond milk. And I'm going to have some sort of gherkins here, sliced gherkins, pickled gherkin slices with it, and there's not a lot there, so I might end up having some kind of sort of unsliced gherkins as well with it. I've got a few chips as well, because it's just these leftover bits from boxing up. There wasn't a lot, but I wanted some, so I just gave myself a few chips on the side. Yeah, so that should mean tomorrow, if I have porridge tomorrow, that will just be 1.5 sins as my porridge there, so it might be a good choice, so that then I would just have 10 sins with the cannelloni instead of kind of bumping it right up. But, alright, I'll see you later. I'm going to eat. Bye!